Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Audrey. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Elizabeth. Okay. Good morning, Israel JD. Kim, good morning, Muhammad. Marius Juan, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Panchito, good morning. Good morning. Wow, the market is just dropping. No bounce, nothing, no opportunity to get any sort of Interesting. Sumrat, good morning. Abinator, good morning. I've been good. How you been? How you guys been? Good morning, Peter, Devinder, John Carlo, Hoheim. Good morning, guys. So currently the market is showing a lot of strength regardless. We're holding above 434, 433 with no that's something that we can't really overlook. And the dollar is, I'm still overall bearish, but more specifically, if we are above 437 on like Wednesday, then I'm going to enter into some 2-week outputs. So I think that is like the best. That's a very high risk reward trade, but overall I'm still bearish. If we don't get a drop, like we should get a substantial drop sometime within this week. So either way, we should get a bit of a pullback sometime this week. So now I'm just waiting for a nice little scalp. Any sort of, I'm telling you guys, any sort of swing put, maybe even 2-3 weeks out, that's, you have to be short. You can't really be swinging long, in my opinion. It's very, very difficult to be bullish when prices are like this. So that's my thought process. All right, NASDAQ new low of day, SPY new low of day as well. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this is not, you can't be leaning long, regardless of whether, regardless of whatever happens, you can't be leaning long. This is not a good time to start being bullish, you know. IWM big red candle. SPY has support right below here at 435.55. We can probably scalp to the long side. It seems the NASDAQ is painting a green candle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm in light calls. Very, very light calls. We can easily just like capitulate down with a big red candle right now. But I'm in very light call. Yeah. Looks like we're let's see what happens. So let's see after this big red candle. If we don't get a bit of a bounce. Nice and light. Nothing crazy. Because down here you can't really be bearish. We're right at a level of support. 434.55 is support on the SPY. The NASDAQ bounced comfortably off of 368.94. So that's showing strength. And the IWM is at support at 170.60. So let's see. Let's see. Nice. There you go. There you go. Nice little. Let's break above 435 and then let's see how much these contracts go. We need some more buyers to step in. So it was interesting. Like we had that big red candle, but within the same minute, we ended up bouncing up. So what I would have liked rather is if we closed on a red candle and then from there made a more clear support and then bounced off that. But either way, yeah, let's see. Should be this is not a good time to be bearish. Like if it does fall, then all it is just purely just like sellers, like heavy sellers, and you can't trade based off of that. Should be getting a bit of a bounce, at least a little 10% move. So let's see. So far so good. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Nice and simple. There we go, baby. There we freaking go. That's why we nice and simple. Nice and simple. Took some profits. And now we just have a basically for the remainder I have a stop loss at 0.75 on that big spike. Nice and simple. That's it. Easy little trade, you know, can't complain. Easy lit to trade. Yeah, because this, oh man, this could actually oh wow, this could actually be a monster. Okay, but now here's the thing. Going long here is risky. What you would rather do is wait for a pullback, a solid candle, and then a retest to the prior levels of resistance, and then bounce. But so far, you know, so far so good. Nice little trade. overall, like, I mean, this still doesn't change my overall outlook on where I think the market is going to go. I still think that we were going to fall, but you know, but you have to take long opportunities when they appear. So I was pretty spot on. I knew that we were going to have like a big red candle, but I knew that that red candle was going to be a fake out. So that red candle was a fake out. We dipped lower, and then nice and simply we just crunched back up, and all of the sellers that tried to sell in the hole got smacked, and now here we are. So this is good start. Now our calls are in the money. Shoot. Oh yeah, sorry. This is the S&P 500. Oof. There we go. Nice and simple. Nice and simple, guys. Guys, if you guys are enjoying what's going on, double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Thank you for the rose. My trading studio, thank you for the rose. Oh my god. Oof. Everyone should be up like 20%, so you guys could go ahead and just sell this, and this would be a nice little trade. If you guys haven't taken profit already, now is a good time to take some profit. Contracts up 20%. We're at a prior level of resistance where we wicked right here at 435.14, and in general 435.18 on the SPY is also resistance. Yeah, this worked really well, primarily because the IWM was at a level of support and the NASDAQ was showing strength. So that's why it's very important to look at multiple charts at the same time so that you get a clear indication. The SPY the SPY was showing a lot of fake weakness right here, but the NASDAQ was making higher lows. So when the NASDAQ is making higher lows, the NASDAQ helps push the market up. And this is a clear indication of that occurring. All right, so let's see if we could take another trade. Finally started trading properly now with stocks instead of paper trading and made 260 last week. Oh my god. Beautiful. Beautiful. What brokerage do you recommend for trading options in the UK? Try out Interactive Brokers or use Tastyworks. And then contact support. Tell them that you want a cheaper commission. You want to pay a cheaper commission for your option prices. Let me look at stay tuned. Oh, sorry, there's some more messages I have to look at. Difficult week to trade. Salam, I'm new to this. Is it okay to invest now if I don't want to time the bottom? So if you want to invest, I would recommend looking at longer term options, so you could play like much longer term spreads and everything. But in general, for your long-term portfolio, a good rule of thumb is you want to add when we've had like at least 10-15% drops. So those are the times when you want to add to your long-term portfolio. You never, ever, in my opinion, you never want to add to your long-term portfolio when the stock market is already showing strength. And this right now is a risky time to go long. But because this is the first bounce from the lows, you can't short this. So it's not a good time to go long. This will most likely make new highs, but you know, depending on if there is genuine strength out of the market right now, it's risky to short. But this is also keeping in mind right now, this is not a good time to long. So let's see where buyers are, whether they're going to step in, etc. Nice. See some ones. See SPY pulling back to 425, 430, but I won't risk any shorts. Rather wait for the longs and pull back. Yep. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it as well, the Wizard of Oz. I think we go down. Yeah, I do as well. Stay tuned. I had the same intuition with you, Hamid. Just wish I took that trade in hindsight. You have to just paper trade, or just take one contract. Like, get your feet wet. Like, you have to take trades that you think are good, regardless. You have to get over the potential anxiety that you would feel after taking the trade. Like, we often look at trades and we're just like, oh my god, I wish I took that. Why didn't I take that? You have to get used to taking those trades. So it's all good. That's a that's a blessing. It's a blessing in and of itself that you had that intuition. So don't beat yourself up. That's good. This is a make or break moment for the SPY. It needs to either like show an explosive move to the upside, or we're gonna fall. Beautiful. Yeah, the market. Oof. Yeah, the market is doing what it needs to do. Easy money. Easy money, guys. The market is doing exactly what it needs to do. And it's nice. Crazy. All right, now that's crazy. I wanna hold on. Okay, I'm probably a little early to this. Oh. Beautiful little move, big green candle. This is not going to sustain itself. We're getting close to a level of resistance, actually. SPY closed above 435.18. Contracts up almost 35%. Yeah, I'm gonna sell the rest of the contracts. I'm gonna sell the rest of the runners right now. I don't want to be greedy. And then, damn, we should probably just go short. We should just go ahead and just take a small put position. Okay, I'm gonna be looking towards puts, so that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. I sold the longs. This move to the upside is not gonna sustain itself like this. Even though things are looking really, really bullish. Yeah. I want to be a little bit more greedy. Let's see. I'm in light puts. I'm in light puts with the stop loss right here. Right at the highs here. But 10% stop loss basically. Let's just see. This should be falling lower. It should roll over here. The only way that this is going to sustain itself to the upside is if more buyers... I mean, we had a monstrous green candle here, so we could clearly see there are buyers, but it's still not a sustainable... It wouldn't be a healthy, sustainable way for us to even make highs off of this. We need to get a bit of a pullback. So nice 10% little move to the downside would be nice, and we could take some profit. Keep this light. This is a very, very light trade. Clearly a lot of strength so far. Yeah, it should not sustain itself here. We're back to that 435 54 level from yesterday, which was a major level of resistance, that the range 435.18 to 435.54. So we're at the upper resistance level. NASDAQ is at 370.86 resistance. The SPY is at resistance as well. The IWM is at resistance. If we get another move to the upside, I'm going to average in. Because this is some monstrous strength. That is usually like just not sustainable. It's not a healthy move. All right, I averaged in a bit here. Nice and light again, averaged in a bit. So just make sure nothing heavy, because we can easily just continue grinding up. So the main thing is just making sure that you don't lose money on your portfolios and you're just smart in terms of your risk management. But this is a good trade to the downside, in my opinion. And then, of course, you know, if I'm wrong, you got to make sure that you're still managing your risk properly. This generally leads to a big flush to the downside, but the fact that there's a lot of buyers so far early morning, it doesn't look like that is the case at the moment. So damn. Holy crap. Lots of strength. Crazy. Damn. Okay. That didn't work. Alrighty. The next level of resistance is at 436.23. The NASDAQ made a new high of day. The IWM made a new high of day. Monstrous strength. Okay. Going to 430. What's again here? 0.49. Okay. I'm averaging in a bit more here. We need to watch to see if the NASDAQ can break below 370.86 comfortably. If the NASDAQ comfortably is trading below 370.86, it's going to pull down the SPY even more. They're trying to make a bullish setup on the NASDAQ right now. So we need to see right now if the NASDAQ can hold that bullish setup, hold above 370.90. But if it starts trading below 370.86, this is going to start flushing down. So this is a pretty important moment. If we don't break below 370.86 on the NASDAQ, we're going to make another leg up. But in general, right now, this is a lot of abnormal strength. Most of the setups, every setup that we took, very, very high quality setup. If it didn't work, it didn't work. It is what it is. But these are high quality setups. You have to take these trades. Let's see. The NASDAQ is still trying to hold. The IWM is also at 171.73 support. The longer the support holds, the more likelihood we're going to bounce. So we need to get a move to the downside, primarily on the NASDAQ, soon. So now the NASDAQ is at that 370.86 level, big red candle. But we need to see if it can sustain itself here. NASDAQ is now at the 10 SMA. I'm selling this initial, this averaging that we got up here. So I'm selling this, and now we're just holding on to the others, where we're like underwater. Not really underwater, but we made up some of the losses. We kept averaging in as we went up. So now let's just keep on falling lower. That's the thing. So if we averaged in and we are not in good standing, right, on a position, you just slowly lower your positions from the other trades. So that was decent. Now we need to see if, so now that the NASDAQ is trading below 370.86, and I don't think it's going to be able to sustain at the 10 SMA. But now the SPY came and wicked perfectly at 435.54. So now we need to see if the SPY can maintain below 435.54. We see the NASDAQ is showing weakness, but now we need to see if the SPY can remain below 435.54 alongside where the weakness in the NASDAQ is, which would be spectacular. This is not a long this is not really a long opportunity, even though we are coming back to the prior levels of support over here. This is a really risky long. So let's see if they bounce it up here. I'd be pretty interested to see what happens. But once again, the SPY needs to remain below 435.54. NASDAQ is still showing a lot of weakness. The IWM is at a level of resistance, trading below 170, 173. This is a bull trap. Going long here is a bull trap. We should make another move to the downside. But in case we don't, we have to be ready to sell the other trades for a loss. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get this this other average in that we got at 62. If we can get that at like 60, if we can take profit on that at around like 68, 69, that would be great. So we just need a little bit more downside. This is not a sustainable move, like to the upside. Should be breaking lower. Too much weakness right now in the market. That was a bull trap. Like I was saying, we should get a move to the downside. And this is not enough of a move to the downside still. Come on, come on, come on, come to daddy. Come to daddy, come. A little lower, relax, 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 relax. Now is not the time. Oh crap, this might, this might bounce. The market is doing what it should be doing, which is pretty crazy. Play by play, like as I think something is gonna happen, it's been happening, so it's pretty crazy. Wow. That is cost of doing business sometimes. They're making the trades way too quick for people to even enter long, etc., which is pretty funny. Still isn't like a good opportunity to long. Yeah, we had a big green candle, but it's still not really safe. Let's see. if they're gonna rip it up, it's gonna be they're gonna try to hold 435.60. They're gonna try to hold 435.60 and then bounce it from here. Because the NASDAQ, they're trying to paint a bull flag at a level of resistance, which is not safe. But the SPY and the IWM are both above those prior levels of resistances that I was talking about. So if the strength in the SPY and the IWM can continue, then the market is going to continue going up. $435.60. Damn, I missed live streaming, man. I missed this. Oh my god, I missed this so much. Oh man. So fun. Yeah, so NASDAQ bull flag at a level of resistance generally never works. If they want to bounce it right now, it's gonna happen right now. They're gonna try to make like a, because this could be a bear trap. So they're gonna try to bounce it right now if they're gonna bounce it. In that case, ooh, this is a very, very important time right now in the market. This minute is gonna really determine a lot. So if you guys are not comfortable with holding whatever the contracts that we're holding, then make sure that you guys are holding a comfortable amount, because we could easily just make this low and bounce back up higher. But my intuition is that the NASDAQ is trading below resistance. The SPY is trading below 435.54. Should continue falling lower. But this is a beautiful opportunity for them to make it a bear trap. So I'm just sharing that with you guys. Nah, this is still weak, to be honest. I'm selling the initial the 62s at a bit of a break even. I don't want to be involved in the trade if we just continue flying back up, and I'd rather just take the losses on the ones that we initially bought at 78. But in case we do drop, you know, nice little small loss. If we do drop, we're going to make up some of the losses, hopefully end up being profit on those. But I took a small loss on the second average in, just in case. Regardless, right now this is not a bullish setup still, to me, in my opinion. We should be remaining below 435.75 and falling lower. But yeah, in case we don't, it is what it is. So there is this pop that I was talking about. We held 430. We bounced off of 435.54. The NASDAQ is trading back above 370.86. So with the NASDAQ trading above resistance here, it is it's much more strong because the NASDAQ is above resistance now. So let's see. Now, if there's some genuine strength in the market, this could just continue in making new highs. We can make new highs from here. $435.70 is major level. This is another good short opportunity. We can get a bit closer to the highs here near 435.90. Let's see. IWM should collapse here. The NASDAQ is also, the NASDAQ is showing strength above 370.86, but the IWM doesn't look too good. NASDAQ close to a high of day. IWM showing weakness. If we make another high, like above this, if we make another high above this, then I'm gonna enter short again. New high NASDAQ. Almost new high on the SPY. We have resistance on the SPY at 436.23, and then above that at 436.60. Ooh, this is good. Mm-hmm. Very close to average again. Getting into 436 foots. I just grabbed some 436 foots. We have resistance at 436.60. And let's see. Mm-hmm. Well, this is definitely the most minute by minute strength I've seen in the market in quite some time. So, I'm looking at another put here. 436 puts. Mm-hmm. I just grabbed some more puts. Let's see the SPY hold below 436.60. It's a major level of support. You can see that we wicked right off of it. Up here, going long, really risky. So we need, for a sustainable move, we need a bit of a pullback. If this was the only pullback that they gave, that is very, very aggressive. Yeah, this is crazy. IWM is at 172.33. Resistance also doesn't look too good. The NASDAQ is flat, holding above support, right at resistance as well. painting a bullish picture on the NASDAQ. Okay, you have day on the NASDAQ. This is they're trying to continue pushing this off of some crazy, very tight, aggressive bullish setups. The NASDAQ is still holding above its levels of support. So this weakness could be a momentary bear trap where they rip it up into new highs again. But regardless, going long up here is crazy. So I really do think, unless the NASDAQ can continue, regardless, like the best trade is to be going short. NASDAQ is at trendline support. This minute is important on the NASDAQ because it's right at the trendline support level. So if this can't hold, then this is gonna fall lower, but it's trying its best to hold the support. Okay, the support held. Trendline support level on the NASDAQ is 372.35. NASDAQ broke the uptrend. The IWM needs to break below 172.33. If the IWM can break below 172.33, then the weakness is going to really start showing in the SPY, because the IWM's strength right now is keeping the SPY up. We saw this is a pretty big red candle out of the NASDAQ. A decent sized red candle out of the NASDAQ relative to the past like 20 minutes. But the IWM is still trading at its highs. Now the IWM with a big red candle broke below support, huge red candle, and now the NASDAQ is flipped green, and it is back to the trend line level of resistance. IWM back above 172.33 with a green candle. The NASDAQ is just hugging the lower level of that trend line. We need like a solid break below 372.20. And we need the IWM to break below 172.33. New high of day on the IWM. New high of day on the SPY. This would also another just amazing opportunity to short. But let's see. NASDAQ new high. Wow. $437.33 is a really major level of resistance on the SPY. Above that, it's $437.80. The way things are going so far on the market is crazy bullish. Like this bullishness has not appeared like this in months. Actually, this is like been months since I've seen something like this. No sustainability out of anything here. We barely came and retested any of the 23.6% fibs. We were just skyrocketing this entire time. Just crazy. When you trade alongside the long side after a huge continuous move like this to the upside, it's not sustainable. So you will get one day out of weeks and weeks where it does work like this in your favor, but the majority of the time this is not supposed to. This buying pressure is not supposed to occur. I'm gonna grab some more puts. Another play here. 437 puts. IV is dropping, which is causing the contracts to move faster. This is not a good long. It should fall lower here. And it makes sense. 437.33 was a major resistance. We failed right at it. We wicked above and had a high of 437.44. So let's see. This is not a long. This is not a long opportunity. At best, it's going to retest and then make another low. This is not something that should it's not something that should make new highs from here. Relax, 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 relax. Make a low. Relax. Take it easy. Drop below 437. Take it easy. Take it easy. Just drop below 437. We can take some profit on this. Quickly. Stop wasting time. Stop wasting time. Come on. Last time I kissed, that was a market. We bounced. So better not make me stop. This is not a time to bounce the market. Needs to drop. Contracts up almost 20%. Relax. Relax. There's no bullish momentum. You should not be going long here. A little bit more. Relax, relax, relax. Keep it down. Keep it down. I'm taking some profit on these. We should continue to capitulate lower, but same concept as before. In case we don't, I don't want to be caught off guard. So this is a nice spot to take some profit. They're trying their best to really just keep it up. Going long here is risky. Generally, we make new lows. Well, not lows, but generally we break below 436.90. And comfortably fall much lower. The SPY is trading below the 10 SMA. The NASDAQ is trying its best to hold above the 10 SMA, and the IWM looks pretty weak. If we stay flat within these next 2 minutes, we should see a drop. If we stay flat during this minute and we remain below, if we remain below 437.15, then we should be falling lower. So during this minute and the next minute, this is going to be a very important time for the market as well, because we're making a bear flag. It should, I mean, look, this is some crazy strength, but it is what it is. We're just going to have to keep on taking trades. Disgusting. This is like disgusting, not sustainable trading if you try to go long alongside momentum. All of these setups that we had for the past like 30 minutes of longs, those were not longs. Unless you caught like the bottom and you didn't sell, which I doubt. There is absolutely no way that you held this entire way. And then on top of that, there were no good opportunities to rebuy. The only good opportunity to rebuy was at 1045. Unless you got long at 1045, alongside this entire move from 1020 to 1045, that's not a sustainable move. Okay. This is see what the market does. NASDAQ 373.10 is resistance. Big red candle off of 373.10. The SPY couldn't break above the 10 SMA. So this is that minute that I'm thinking about. We need to see if we can start making lows during this minute now. Everything was pointed towards a drop. So let's see if they can continue it now. Still not enough weakness. Yeah, we had red candle, but we didn't. SPY at the 10 SMA again. SPY kept failing at the 10 SMA. The NASDAQ is now also trading below the 10 SMA. The SPY is at the 50 SMA now, holding support right at it. This is the way that the market has been going. Let's see if we can hit 436.60. Also, I have not been looking at the chat at all, so sorry about that. For obvious reasons. I've just been trying to focus on looking for some more trade setups. NASDAQ and SPY trading below the 10 SMA. SPY is also hugging the 50. Damn, they are really trying to they're really trying to aim for 438 today. 438, 439. But they're doing it in such a crazy way. Statistically, this almost, I mean, it is what it is. Note to self, I think the 2 times that I kissed at the chart, it ended up doing a little too well. So I have to not do that again. That is definitely something that I can't repeat. Okay, so I mean, we held 437.10, but we still are not breaking lower than 437.10. The S&P 500. SPY. Do you invert a chart? One second. Invert scale. So this is as you can see, this is the chart of the SPY inverted. Normally this would be a really good long, right? All of this down here, after a major flush, it needs to give a bit of a bounce. So that's basically been my thought process. The 50 and the 10 on the SPY looks like it's about to cross above. The 50 crossed above the 10, sorry. And then it looks like it's about to cross above soon on the NASDAQ. But the NASDAQ, the 50 SMA is holding a support. They're trying to paint a bullish picture right now. We're knocking out at the top of a downtrend here. Damn. Really, this would be a moment that I would, you know what? I was gonna say this would be a moment I would kiss at the market to make it fall, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because this ripping here would just be completely nonsensical. Good. Come on. This is a ugly setup for a long. This is a really disgusting long setup right here. They make a new high. It's just not a good long opportunity, to be honest. But of course, of course, the buyers stepped in. This I'm assuming a lot of people started to go short because we came back to a level of resistance here. So let's see if they're trying to shake people out of their puts with this green candle and make them go long here and then drop it. It's either here or over here. But the fact that this occurred is really, really disgusting. The fact that we even got a green candle like this is not healthy. Yep. SPY back to trading below the 10 to 50. The NASDAQ is failed that resistance obviously as well. This right here is not a long. This should continue falling lower. This is not a long opportunity here. IWM is at support 170, 173. We're 4 cents away from major support on the IWM, and then we're about 10 cents away from VWAP on the IWM. But regardless, this is not a good long. Let me erase some of the drawings here. The longer we hold, the higher likelihood chance we're going to come retest 437.80. Because there's been multiple really bearish setups that they rip to the upside, which generally don't happen. Hugging the trend line, working well for bulls, but damn, this is crazy bullishness. Ugly setup overall. This is just a super ugly setup on the NASDAQ. Ugly setup on everything. All of these charts look disgusting.